Alright, this is number 36. This is about a video or a conversation I talked about a while ago in my videos. So this is about sexual abuse more. Um, it's basically a little bit more in-depth of really what I endured, and I'm going to talk about a little bit of it, but it basically started off, you know, in my family. My grandmother, she knew this lady who lived around the old projects, and that her son um, found a real life my mom, and eventually he became my mom's boyfriend, and then eventually my mom's boyfriend, the sex predator, took a liking to me after a couple of days or so afterwards, and then that's when it began. It literally began in my bedroom. That I had a couch I was sleeping on at the time, and he came. He was in the bedroom when I got in there. He was laying down, and he asked me to lay next to him. I was young, I was naive, I was stupid. I ain't know no better, I guess, in a sense. I guess people probably would say I could blame you for what happened to you or whatever. I don't know. I blame myself, but the thing was is that he had me lay next to him, and then as he was proceeding to penetrate me with his dick, is that he warned me. He threatened to kill me if anybody knew that this was going on. So him penetrating me, dick within my ass, it went on for a while, and my mom never knew. Um, and and I was so afraid. I was so frightened. But at the same fact, though, it's like a part of my life was being stripped and taken from me by him, by being abused by him. Not only by the sexual abuse, just by the mental abuse of the fact that he was abusing my dog I had. That I mentioned before, that I had to let it go because I was tired of seeing my dog being mistreated like that. But what kind of person can abuse a kid, a boy or girl or myself, just sexually abuse them? What gives them the fucking right to do so? I don't know. I don't agree with it. I totally disapprove of it. That you have to sexually abuse kids to get your thrills off. Like, just accepting who you are as a gay person, or just accepting yourself as a straight person, that you just got rejected so many fucking times by women that you have to turn to kids. Who gives you the fucking right to do so? I don't know. I just know that I had to endure it for months, and not have anybody protect me or save me, because I couldn't tell a living soul what was going on, that this man was penetrating me with his dick in my ass. And then my mother, she always wondered years down the line, was that the reason why I became gay? No, it wasn't. And I think this is a tough conversation to talk about when it's your own kids who are afraid to come to their parents, afraid of the outcome, afraid of the look down. But sometimes sexual abuse can also evolve right in your house. Your uncle. It could be any one of your family members who have sexually abused your kids. You'll never know. But your kids will always know. Your kids will always live with that for the rest of their fucking life. And sometimes even the sex offenders, the preyers will always. Sometimes you'll know about it, and sometimes they even die. They take that to their graves. And when they take that to their graves, the only person who actually knows is your kids who got sexually abused, or somebody they told but never brought it up until now, when that person is dead or gone or whatever. So how can you say your kids have never been abused when you can't accept the truth that's in front of you, that all the evidence are right there in front of your door? So how can you accept anything when you can't accept what was given to you just by the little signals, but you overlooked it, and that overlook cost you your child's part of his life, boy or girl. Also includes myself, that a part of me was taken away, stripped from me, that I can never get back. So please tell me that answer. But we are so afraid when we're kids because we figure our mom or our dad will abandon us, that we have no one to turn to. But it was my mom's so-called love interest in this man that gave this man the opportunity to come at her kid, to take something from him that he can never get back. That was me. But that also goes for each and every fucking one of you, boys or girls. So I feel for you. I feel for you, whoever went through this, who know how the fuck this shit feels. Sexual abuse is no laughing matter. Even when it comes from outside the family or even in the family. So sometimes I'm going to say this. Sometimes I say, take a good look in your family. Take a deep, good look in your family. Talk to your kids. Find out the real truth. And maybe you can save them before it gets worse, or before it winds up to be weeks and months before you not knowing anything. And make sure your kids are comfortable enough and not afraid to say, hey, you can come to me. You can tell me anything you want to tell me. You don't have to be afraid. Make them feel safe. Make them feel comfortable enough to open up about it. And never put them down because it was not my fault. It's not their fault. It's just that they were some sick fucks who just couldn't get the love and attention they wanted in their own previous life because women or men, whoever the fuck it was, turned them down, and they have to prey on the kids because that was the easiest way to get their rocks off. I say, fuck you all, you abusers. It doesn't give you the right or the power to take a kid's essence away from them. That's who we are. That's what we become. And maybe one day, maybe your essence will be taken from you when you can't see no walls, when you can't see shit. And then we'll see how you feel when a part of your essence is stripped from you. That's either your life or your fucking freedom. So sexual abuse is a guaranteed no. So parents, if you're listening, mom or dad, find out for sure if your kids were sexually abused and save them enough where their pure essence wasn't fully stripped away from them, and maybe you can help them out before it's too late. Because it took a long time for me to find out what my true purpose and essence was without letting something like that damage me for the rest of my life. And I'm open up to let you know it's a struggle, it's a tough struggle battle, kids, boys and girls, teenagers. It's a battle, but it can be won. Just be strong. If you have any faith or belief or anything, hold on to it. And just remember, it was not our fault. It was not mine. It's not your fault. So please, find out. Save your kids. And put a stop to any more sexual abuse. And if you can, let's fight this one together. Let's save more kids from being sexually abused by anybody. From outside the family or inside the family. Let's stand together and let's say no to sexual abuse. You know I am. I'll see you around.